You know, I can still just like cut out the clap and then put in.
Hey, welcome to the Exanime podcast. I get it right this time.
I was so hoping you were going to say it wrong again.
This is episode 22.
Yeah, because we're on 24 of Bonwy.
My name is Justus. This is my co-host Matt.
No, it's not.
And this is, I guess, in this case, special guest Alex, who we've had on before.
Only one. Yeah, this is my second one.
You were on the corpse party.
Yeah,
he was on for Corpse Party. Wasn't he on for the movie special?
No.
Or movie special. Yeah, because we talked about like weathering with you and shit. That was like an early episode.
Oh. Either we did two in one sitting, or
I don't remember.
I'm not sure.
If anyone in the audience knows, you have my forever gratitude. As you can see, Justus just pulled in the frame. If you kind of want an idea of what some of their upcoming reviews are, we got some mangas. But that first piece of news that you got, though, because you talked about it we also just did, you can see all of our treats in front of us. We do a Japan crate every month. So if you like it, go check it out. It's on the channel. This comes out Saturday. That should be out Tuesday, I believe.
It's especially fun to kind of, gather around with a small group and just divide stuff up. And some of the things are gross. And
ooh, do you want to put this on the shelf behind you?
Sure.
That was actually pretty cool.
Can commiserate with your friends on how
next
gross
to
the squid crackers are.
Oh my God, it was
bad.
Yeah, you're gonna want to watch it. Also, one thing we got to get some book. We forgot the tattoo in the review.
Oh yeah, we didn't put that
it's
in.
A 10 out of 10 tattoo.
It's a skull and crossbones, baby.
10 out of 10.
But one of the things that we plan on doing is a super short form like manga review. There's a couple here that we plan on doing. There's 1 week Friends, and then
all those are.
They're all different.
Yeah, they're all
we
different.
have 1 week Friends, Blue Flag, Hakami and Mikochi, and then Witch Hat Atelier.
We'll go with that. And then you have two you're planning on doing, one of which
is
got Kickstarter.
The Girl from the Other Side. An OVA for it was put on Kickstarter, and it reached its goal in 4 hours.
Real quick.
Yep. There were two people that basically put 10 grand down.
Jeez. Yeah. I wonder how much an OVA would cost. Did they say who's doing it, or they're just getting the money now?
They're just kind of getting the money. I don't know.
Is the Kickstarter still up and available, or?
I believe so, yes.
Do you know what the tiers are? Here, let me see if I can pull it up. Make sure you check out the Bonwy podcast too.
Called The Girl from the Other Side. I wonder if you search The Girl from the Other Side Kickstarter, it should pop up. But the last one we also plan on doing, and we need to do it very soon, To Your Eternity, which is an anime that's going to start in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Let's see. The Girl from the Other Side, feature length. 58 days ago, their goal was $27,620. They have $67,000 basically.
Wow.
It's almost 3 times what their goal is.
Yeah.
Wonder what the rewards are. Oh, Wit Studio.
Oh, nice.
So it should be pretty good.
Yeah.
1,000 yen, so that's what, $10?
Yeah.
Ish.
What's $20? Tier 1 digital reward for beginners. Project reports, browsing rights, high resolution wallpaper, promotional video screening rights. Yeah.
What's the top tier?
Oh man, it goes for a while. We're already past $300 something. I wonder if there's a $10,000 tier, which is why they're.
Yeah, I would assume.
No, it's 980,000 yen, so that's $980, almost $1,000.
Oh.
Project reports, browsing rights, high resolution wallpaper, promotional video screening, digital booklet, and setting and synopsis. Name on the official website of animated feature, which I mean, Drew want it back in. That's a cool way. Name on the official website of animated features. Oh, sorry. A Blu-ray package containing an hour-length animated feature. Published booklet of setting and synopsis. Original T-shirt. Crowdfunding exclusive. Weekly desk calendar. New illustration drawn by Nagabi.
I'm assuming the mangaka.
Yeah. Original plate. Crowdfunding exclusive. Replicated voice recording script. Canvas printing of animated feature. Canvas painting and printed autograph by Nagabi. Wit Studio tour and staff discussion and special gift.
What?
For $1,000? Dude, if you lived in Japan, that would definitely be.
That'd be sick.
I mean, just to go in the WIT Studios. Exclusive illustration and autographs of the directors. Name on the end credits of animated feature. Large size. Real voice recording script and autographs by staff and cast. That's worth it for $1,000.
And look at the art. I mean, like you can't really see it on the screen here, but the art quality is great.
Well, have you seen Ancient Magus Bride?
No.
They've also got a thing coming out.
Yeah.
It's another 4-episode OVA is apparently what it is. Oh, I'm so excited.
You've seen pictures of it. It's this.
Okay, yeah.
Ancient Magus Bride.
Yeah.
Like we said, it looks a lot like that.
It actually does.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks
got some
similar.
similarities.
This looks real dark, though.
Yeah, it looks much darker.
I flipped
I
through
like
a little
that
bit
art.
of the manga. I haven't read it
Gotta
yet.
take it back.
Its art style looks really cool. Like the front cover and a lot of how it's designed. It looks
really nice.
really intriguing.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I'm excited to read the first 2 volumes. My only worry is it's going to be really good, and then I can't get the rest of the volumes.
I mean, to be fair, government's about to give us $1,400, so you could.
Hey, do you want to put your name on the Bon Oui production?
Bottom Productions. Never know in the long run. Might pay off, might not. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
Dude, that'd be so dope. Kickstarter is definitely the way that I think more and more people are going. Like Super Troopers 2 was kickstarted. There was some other animated stuff.
Overlord season 3 would probably look way better if that shit was Kickstarter.
Oh my god! Did you see Overlord?
Yeah.
Did you see season 3?
Yeah.
Like the fucking scene where they have the army. I'm like, oh my god, this is just Berserk all over
Yeah,
again.
and,
Like,
and then the
could've been really
goat
good.
monster things. So, it's so disappointing.
Yeah, it really did. It was
Look,
pretty lackluster
they
for all that
still
build-up.
told the story, and I think the story that was being told was done pretty well.
Yeah.
It's just the CGI takes you out of it.
And there was just
Oh,
there was
sorry.
there was a
Hang on.
whole season of build-up leading to a lackluster
that
finish.
98,000 yen one
Yeah.
was the one that's all sold out. The highest tier one is 400,000 yen.
Oh wow.
$4,000?
Yeah.
40 grand. 400,000?
Yeah,
4,000.
it'd be $4,000. What else they got? Online Q&A session with participating rights. Trying to see what else is different. I don't know what else is different on this. Oh,
$3,678.
the mangaka
Yes.
will make an illustration just for you.
Wow.
Oh.
That one.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so you're going to have a Q&A with him. No one's back that one yet. What's the next cheapest one?
I'm
$2,000.
really curious about the world building in this now. Just like it being like a perpetual twilight sort of described here.
What else does it come with? It doesn't seem like it comes with that much more besides the Q&A session with them.
Yeah, I would assume that there's a bit of like extra backing for those that really, really like it. And the incentives are just a little bit extra to like
Yeah.
kind of
So there's some more left of the $58,000 one. That's only $580. Well, it's even less, right? Like
Yeah.
$500. I could see a lot of people doing like $500, especially because, like, listen, there's a whole bunch of $400 figures that you can have a figure or you can go tour WIT Studio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
Which would be, I wonder what the lowest tier is for touring WIT Studio. How big is WIT Studio? Didn't they do something this year? I can't remember.
It's like I hate on these guys for being weebs a lot, but I mean I am one too. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite shows are like older '90s anime stuff that didn't come to America until like late '90s. And
I think even one of the coolest things, like especially now that anime is like being popular, is there are certain opportunities like this that you just can't get with like other major like
You would never see this for like
Terminator.
yeah, any Hollywood production would never allow fans to come that close.
Yeah, the amount of money that would be not really wasted because it's obviously a fan that backed it, but the amount of money, like, I've even worked on smaller production sets where if we stop for like one day to let a group of people just meet with the cast, that's like $10,000 wasted. So you'd have to pay like at least $10,000 for that to happen. Unlike this, I'm not saying animation is less, but it's like small controlled office space where they could all be taking a 1 hour break to meet the person. you know, it's a tour that you can walk.
They also
through.
have a high workflow, like
Yeah.
set thing that like
It's not like a physical recording of something. It's animated, so you know you can come back to it and it still be the same way. And like you bump one light, great. Everyone's pissed. The gaffer's pissed. The light crew's pissed. I'll be pissed because I set those lights. I mean, this is pretty dope though.
yeah, it's super sick.
The
Is
cheapest
it still
tier.
going on?
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
going on. It's
still active.
It had a long time. I might just back it just to
Just to throw it in there.
Bonwee Productions. Yeah, it's got 58 days. Did this just start like 2 days ago?
I assume so because it said it made its goal in 4 hours. So
Damn.
Yeah. So that's crazy to think. What's the cheapest tier?
$10, $20.
So there's $10, $20. I want something physical. Spin-off comic and DVD animated feature for $50. Hey, we can get our name on the official website for $50. No food next time, boys.
Oh.
We're gonna be on a website.
But yeah, stuff like that's super cool. Super cool.
Especially if it takes off and
Does
being able
really
to,
well.
like we were kind of saying already, is that just being able to get on the ground floor of that kind of media production is pretty stellar. Not something that Americans are really used to.
I'm just looking at anime Kickstarters.
Hey, what if we take both of our stimmies and get the top tier?
Oh, jeez.
Nekopara anime OVA.
Oh, no. Of course.
Nekopara just had a season though.
Wait, Under the Dog's doing another one? This is one that I'm... Are they doing another one?
Oh, great.
Uh-oh.
We're getting into the weeds of. We'll look at that later.
Sidetrack.
We'll look at it later. Alex, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
While Matt is playing
Dude,
with his
this is a
taking his game.
Kickstarter I missed by a day, and I was so fucking sad.
Anime currently. Is there any show?
Nah, get rid of it. It's terrible.
Is there any show that you are interested in and haven't seen?
Ooh, that's kind of a good question. There's actually a few, especially from some more recent years. I know that there was yes, again, I'm a weeb. So there was the Fruits Basket reboot that happened, and I still haven't seen that. That's one that I really need to jump on.
I am fully caught up, and the next season, which is the final season, starts in under 3 weeks.
And I'm assuming that it's mostly an overhaul of like the art quality
and story.
Right. Okay. Cool. Story overhaul. That's probably good.
Yeah. It well, the story entirely follows the manga compared to where it's split off originally.
Cool.
There's some new voice actors and actresses.
This is never a bad thing. And for some reason in the dubbing industry, it's just always the same people over and over. Getting some fresh voices in there seems like a good call.
It's amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
The opening and the endings are really good. I like the animation style.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like it a lot.
Outside of series, I've already seen it, but I really want to be able to watch Weathering with you without having to pay an additional paywall. Like I'm pretty sure Amazon is.
You can buy it at Walmart. It's like $20.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
I'll buy it for you for 25.
There was something recently that is really damn hard to find. Like it doesn't exist in physical copies anymore.
In physical copies anymore?
Like there's no DVDs or books or anything about it. Like the only place that I've seen it exist is in digital format.
Oh, what is it?
I can't remember the name of the damn show.
What is it about?
It's got some like almost Ghost in the Shell kind of mentality to like tech singularity kind of stuff.
Evangelion.
Well, no, but that actually is one that we should totally talk about.
Oh, we definitely need to talk about that here soon.
I'll try to
to
remember. I mean, it's got a lot of similar concepts. You know, do you understand the concept of technological singularity? So,
is it like that kind of World War III scenario one where they're fighting in like basically a torn up city?
like that sounds right.
They kind of look like ODST soldiers. If it's that one, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name
I
though.
can't remember the name either. It's got a weird, it's got a strange name, but it's
Obelisk or something like that.
I feel like it's something else, but it's like with the soldiers that have the full like masks and stuff too, that are very. It's like you were saying, kind of.
Oh, these guys don't have full masks, but they have like chips implanted in their brain that make them like hyper
We're
soldiers.
talking about different shit, probably, but
Oh.
I just can't remember the name of this damn thing. And it's an interesting story. It actually ended up getting a live action reboot at some point in the last few years, and I just can't remember the name of the damn thing.
Two people that watch this.
Yeah, right.
Comment below.
Like I want to say Wolf Brigade or something like that.
Oh, that sounds right. Let me pull it up here. On the interwebs, we have that here because we're high class. Wolf.
Are we really high class?
Brigade.
Maybe. Yeah, there it is. Jinro.
Jinro. Oh yeah,
this-
Jinro.
I can't find the animated version of this anywhere right now.
It was on Netflix for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the live action. So I've never watched the original. I've seen part of it. Calvin's watched the live action, and he said it's super good. He said it's
the live action.
It's
was
like
good.
exactly like the anime.
Yeah, the
Like
live
if
action.
they
was
stick
good.
to it. The cool thing about Jinro is like, it's like kind of futuristic, but kind of in the past.
Yeah,
at the same time.
it's future ideas in what you'd kind of expect more of like a Cold War era sort of.
Yeah, because I think this
setting.
was originally like an 80s anime.
Yeah.
It definitely looks 80s, maybe 90s. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, but I challenge anybody to try to find the original animation of this for physical purchase anywhere, because I'm not sure that it even exists anymore.
There's a show that I used to love the hell out of. I have no idea where you could even buy like a DVD or a Blu-ray of it, and probably on eBay, but it's going to be
probably
stupid
eBay.
expensive.
Yeah.
But
That's not
you
too
can't.
bad.
It's not even on any streaming sites. Blood Plus.
Oh yeah, Blood Plus is super hard that you have to torrent.
It's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
I have the first light novel of it.
If I remember correctly, it's a no-name company, and you have to torrent it right now.
That's it used to be
Figures.
Aniplex. Aniplex had
Well,
the
the thing
rights
is,
to it.
Aniplex
so I don't
has this
know.
problem where they just let the rights lapse because a lot of those like domestic rights.
Mhm.
It's really weird. It's not like patents or copyright where you can own it for like 70 years because fuck Disney.
Yeah.
Love you, Disney. Please sponsor us.
So is this really since 2015? Then I just was bad at using the internet or something.
Well, no,
back
the
then.
thing is like this probably isn't this region though.
Okay.
That's the problem with these. One of my favorite purchases though of the year,
Oh, Cowboy Bebop complete collection. Oh man.
Akira 4K.
Ooh.
Dude, Akira is probably one of my
Pretty.
favorite movies of
It's
all
so
time,
good.
like animated wise.
Oh yeah. That gets into some other sides of like tech singularity style shit where it's
Yeah.
like spirituality and
The thing that makes me mad is, so I bought this and like the back's not like perfectly on there. Like they put a sleeve in the back. I want to leave this box because I'm like, oh, it might be or something. I need to open it though. I don't have a 4K player, so that's why I don't take it out.
fair.
Speaking of other big purchases, your lie in April, Justus convinced me to buy this. It's $100. It was definitely worth it.
Yes.
Definitely fucking worth it.
Dude, it's I haven't been
Well,
able to bring
now that it
myself
was
to finish it.
like a complete collection compared to
Yeah.
paying like 200.
Yeah, they even give you like these little
Oh, cool.
cards. It's not as cool as some other box sets, but it's definitely like they have a complete collection of everything. Yeah. The one thing I like though is this one is one of the ones where they kind of like stay
Yeah.
when you go like this.
Yeah. Doesn't just flap around when you open it.
Yeah. So you can definitely tell how some box sets are definitely more quality than others. But one thing before we get off too far off subject, and I really want to talk about, and Alex brought up too, was Evangelion had its final movie come out in theaters.
Mhm.
Everyone I've talked to that's an Eva fan says they fucking love it.
Dude, it looks, I mean, just from the couple of scenes that I've seen a little bit of, it looks like it is some full-on post-apocalyptic.
I remember seeing something. I think the first 12 minutes is online because it fixes or summarizes some stories correctly. Let me see if I can. Evangelion.
and I can't remember which scene it is, if it's the ending credits or the opening credits, and just, goddamn, Shinji looks sullen.
I've already heard the music. The music is pretty good. They said somewhere they were uploading the first like 10 minutes or some shit to online.
Mm.
I can't find it anywhere. Oh well. No, but it did
that was Evangelion 3.0.
It did 800 million yen
Jeez.
the first day in box office. It came out Monday.
Wow.
It didn't come out on a weekend. It came out this last Monday.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, the internet's been
a movie doing 8 million on an opening weekend is great. On not even an opening weekend, it's opening day.
Yeah.
For a Monday. Like there's some U.S. movies that like, oh yeah, in the first day of box office it did like 40 million on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But this is 800 million in theaters during COVID.
Yeah, that's crazy.
800 million yen. Sorry.
Yes.
So it's 8 million USD roughly.
Yeah.
And that's just in Japan. So if it wasn't COVID and it was,
Oh yeah, that would have been.
you know,
Mhm.
well, I guess that isn't really fair too, because the Demon Slayer movie came out during COVID in theaters. And that's the #1 movie in Japan all time, right?
There's also kind of a different level of like fandom for Evangelion in a lot of cases. You can almost argue that there was probably less effect from the pandemic on the opening of that film than there would be on something else.
Yeah. EVA fans are fucking troopers. Like I've been on and off EVA fan. I've never actually fully finished the original like series
It's a
until
little
like
hard to finish.
the other day. Well, the thing is I had seen so much and I've talked so much and I've actually read a decent amount of it that didn't matter that I didn't watch every single minute of it.
Yeah.
There's like some episodes where I watched like 20 minutes of it instead of all 22. But I finally finished everything, which I didn't gain anything. I already knew everything. Powerhousing through all the movies because I skipped the very, very last movie, the end of Evangelion. So in preparation for this, not saying you should torrent it, but there's already full copies of it out there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's really not saying to do that.
Yeah.
We do not condone. We do not condone.
Yeah, don't pay attention to Henry at this point.
He's
during
an
this
idiot.
exact moment.
Dude, I'm so mad we still can't get the demon. So, you know Demon Slayer, right? Right?
No, I know Demon Slayer Black. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
yes, I
Demon
do. Yes.
Slayer Blue?
I think that everybody who understands what
So,
anime
Us
is has
intellectuals would call it Kimetsu no Yaiba.
heard of it. Us weeb intellectuals.
Did you watch the first season of it? So season 2 is coming out in
It's
October.
supposed to be this year.
Oh, really?
October
Okay.
of this year. But in order to know what's going on in season 2,
You have
you have to
watch
see the movie.
Oh,
Which-
okay.
They still haven't fully announced if it's ever going to come out full release US.
At this point, I think they should cut their losses and do Blu-ray release right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would be the most logical thing to do.
It's a good show. I can't say that it's my favorite anime of all time, but I liked it for a lot of the same reasons. Actually, that like, did you guys ever see Yu Yu Hakusho back in the day?
Yes.
I liked it for a lot of the same reasons as that. It was definitely some good like combat scenes, and I like the way that they played with the relationship between the main character and his sister, and it's nice to see that actually get carried all the way through for once.
For me, it's just nice to see Ufotable do something other than fucking Fate.
No, it's a fucking lie.
That's a popular series, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't knock the
It
franchise.
is a popular series, but Jesus Christ, it's also confusing as shit.
Yeah, true enough.
I love on
Oh,
like,
do you watch Fate? Have you seen Fate Stay Night? The question would have to follow up with which one?
Yeah.
no, I love whenever they say, "Oh, we got a big announcement coming up." Number one question, like number one answer is like, "No, let me guess, Fate." And then the next day, like, "You guessed right, it's Fate." It's like, "Oh, how did I know?"
Yeah. So it'd be nice to see something because they are a very good studio.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just
Yeah, they're quality animation.
I refuse to get into Fate. It's too
There's
much.
too much.
Yeah. Like at least with something like the Monogatari series, like you can start and a lot of it's fairly like consumable, and it has a story that like there's a linear timeline story that you could follow, or you can follow its even normal release, and even at the very end of it, either way you still feel satisfied.
Okay.
Compared to Fate, where you're like, sometimes there's a game you need to play to have story elements be given to you, and then there's also some stuff where it's like, by the way, if you watch this season, it spoils stuff in a different spin-off that like you wouldn't know about unless you like basically were already so entwined in that. And even at that point, it's also going to get spoiled to you because then you have to like know what's about to be spoiled to you.
It's even more complicated than like the Star Trek co-releases during the 90s. Like, it's just kind of ridiculous.
You know what studio never lets you down? Sunrise.
More Code Geass, please.
Oh, gosh.
They're working on it.
I'm just
Oh,
talking
really?
Gundam in general.
Yeah, really, though. Anything big robots would be nice right now.
Dude, I feel like Giga did a video about that. I feel like giant robots are not really a thing anymore because
yeah.
it's really just isekai is the big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, the thing is, I think it's because people just want fantasy.
Now stick with me. You know where I'm going with this.
Yes, I agree. We should do one.
Gundam Isekai.
Where's the giant space truck?
Hey, if you're looking for a good giant robot anime, if you haven't seen Aldnoah Zero, dude,
I think it's on Netflix still.
it was. I'm not sure if it is anymore, but that's one. If you're jonesing for some giant robot anime, that's the one to watch. It's it's not like hyper realistic, but it's believable science. And the main character is one of the few that I've ever seen, especially in an animated series, where he's actually like a little bit sociopathic, and it helps him out in a lot of the combat scenes.
You seen Code Geass?
Only some of it.
I've seen all of it.
Jeez.
Well,
it's
all
almost
of the
like
main
he's-
series,
It's
because
like
that's
he's
what's
got a
important.
tattoo or something of it.
No. Wherever did you
It's
say?
popping out that tattoo. There goes our whole Japan audience.
it's-
They saw tattoos and they're like, nope.
Nope.
Technically,
Oh,
I gotta
no.
go like this.
Hey, it's not that kind of video.
But
It does look nice. All the grayscales.
I should just censor it all out.
But most of the mech shows that I've watched, the three that I like the most, the mech portion of it is always just a side thing. There's Code Geass, which does it have mechs? Yes. Is that the core focus? Absolutely not. Same thing with Eureka
Not
7.
watching it right.
Eureka 7 is just like that as well. It has a little bit more emphasis on the mechs and like the Nirvash and a lot of that, but its core story foundation revolves around Eureka and Renton. And
Well, I mean,
like,
that's when you get like really good, solid stories. Like Aldnoah Zero is not about the robots; it's about this conflict between Mars and Earth. Sounds a lot like Gundam.
yeah, and then
There's
there's
Gundam is god tier of all robot animes.
one of the most recent ones, which was like a passing
Yeah,
project,
You really should put one in here.
was Grand Bellum, which essentially is like mages that battle in mechs, and the story that's being told there was pretty good as well.
okay.
Like it was super niche about a year ago when it came out. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
We don't have any Gundams because we're planning people that are watching.
Oh.
We're still planning a build. I wanted to do a build episode
Oh yeah.
where I buy everyone like a sub $20 Gundam. I'll have the $100 Gundam. It would just build
As long as I get
Gundams.
an X-Acto knife, I'm all good.
No, I actually there's like a kit you can buy that's actually really nice for beginners. It's got everything you need, like those angled.
Snippers.
But
Yeah,
I
because
have
Exacto
those.
knives are all right, but you want those like
Well,
clippers, and then you got to
I
sand
want,
them. And
that's
then,
what I was gonna say. Yeah, I like the X-Acto knives for doing like the pre-sanding on the little extra nubs.
I've got all of that. I have sandpaper. I've got the X-Acto knife. I've got the snip thing.
how'd the boat turn out for you, buddy?
Look, the boat came defective. That's not my fault. Like literally, there was this $20 fucking Japanese warship that I bought.
I think I remember you mentioned this.
And
We were in Discord when this happened.
yeah, because Matt was like, "Oh, it shouldn't be like that bad. Like, are you just seating it wrong?" And there's a section where it literally has the two like protruding sections where you slot it into place.
Yeah.
And the way you slot it in, that fit snug. But the way the model got molded, once it tails in, it literally curves off.
Oof.
And like you just see like where the boat is, the top section is kind of like that.
Oh, geez.
And it's like there's nothing I can do.
miles
yeah.
off.
Yeah, there's just nothing I can do about that.
Just a bad mold.
Like I never painted it or anything.
Right,
Like
yeah.
there's no fucking
Like,
point.
sad.
Models? Models? Oh, here we
Yeah.
go. Sorry, it just sounded weird to me.
Yeah.
Models in like figures, just in the culture of like anime, you really don't see that as much in like American kind of culture.
You see
Or-
the
or
same
non-anime?
quantity. Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Like,
say.
the
You see
thing
the
is-
same quantity in non-anime related stuff.
Like when you go to like a place like Mayhem and stuff, it's always like you don't see a shitload of different anime figures like you would in probably like Akihabara. Well, I guess that's not fair.
or go to any anime
yeah.
expo or
like you go to
convention.
an anime expo, and the thing is, there's thousands of different animes, so like there's a whole bunch of different
Comic
kits.
Con,
But when
there's
you go
still
to, like,
going to
Comic-Con
be
or something, you always see like
just
Batman,
shelves
Superman.
and shelves of all of the like Marvel and DC and everything.
It's not like, well, it's not even that. It's like you see like 30 different fucking Batmans, and then maybe
Yeah,
one
that's
like
true.
Daredevil.
right?
At least when like we're still planning for Anime Iowa, I am. Just depends how COVID goes.
My ass is
it
going to
should be
show up in
okay.
a cage or with a cage.
With a
fucking just
Well, the thing is, when you go there, I love going to anime conventions because when you go there, you can see the figures in real life.
Yeah.
And then there's some companies that will be there, like Right Stuff. Shout out to Right Stuff. Dude, they're shipping so fucking fast.
yeah, I mean,
See,
they're
they'll
local.
Yeah, they'll never sponsor us because I always give them a shout out. But when they're there, they have literally everything that's like pre-orders. You can see it. They have like figures and stuff. They're there, and the prices are actually really good. Like the Anime Iowa prices, I don't have really any complaints because all their stuff's like so cheap. And I think it's also a big difference between like this is a $200 figure, but it's very, very well done. Oh, it's from our no, but like a $200 figure, I feel like a $200 figure from like Japan is significantly better than a $200 figure here in the U.S.
Yeah.
Because the U.S. it's
Yeah.
more action figure rather than just figure, which is what I fucking hate. I hate action figure type things.
Right. Like so, like something like this, where it's a nice pose, it's a good like piece of like art or whatever to put on
Yeah.
a table or a desk. In America, it's like, are you going to be able to get it to stand up at all? Probably not. Like,
Yeah.
it would be all jointed and ugly, and
Which is how they get a lot of people because now I got to go buy like 10 different fucking types.
yeah.
There's a pre-order on Right Stuff for the Winter Mega Meme. I want it so bad.
You need a REM figure. Be like everyone else.
They all spend $40,000 to get the giant life size.
yeah, there you go.
You can still order that shit.
Refuse to get a REM figure. Only get RAM figures.
Fuck you. I bet they're half price, but they're always on sale. Dude, have you seen that fucking Akira bike? We talked about it here. So because it's Akira's anniversary and shit.
It's like that big.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like 2 feet wide.
Very good.
It's fucking mad. It's $600, but it's like 2 feet because these are what, 4 feet?
Yeah.
So it's like about here,
Yeah, pretty big.
and I think it's like 1.5 feet tall. So it's like this big.
I can't remember. There was some company that just recently put out a swordfish figurine from Cowboy Bebop, and it's a nice looking model. It's the nicest one that's been around the market for like 20 years.
I have a swordfish model. I just haven't finished
That
building
is
it.
cool.
Well, this is an old one, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly. It's from 2018. Plus,
But I
his
mean,
face
look
looks
at
all
the,
fucked
his
up.
face is fucked, but look at all the stickers and everything. It looks good.
Dude, I should get the Akira box set. I'm trying to find it. Really, a lot of like big figures. I feel like when you go to look for figures, there's certain sites like Big Bad Toy Store, and then some of the Crunchyroll has a pretty decent selection. But honestly, Right Stuff, you fucking want something, you go there.
Yeah, but like, if you really really want, like, Ami is probably the place to go.
Oh yeah, like
Because
downside is
it's going to take a while.
it'll take a while. The other thing is that Ami there's another one that like I went there. You can use Google Translate and they take US currency, they auto convert it for you. But like it's a website that straight up sells like the boxes to old figures and like I was looking at some Girls in Panzer stuff because I really like that show just because tanks.
Tanks and anime
I
girls.
fucking
Of
love-
course, you would love
Yeah,
that.
who wouldn't love that? That's what they were fighting for in
It's
World War
pretty
II.
good. It's pretty good. I like their world building. I like that it's some like far future. It's just
Yeah, this is what
sports.
it is.
I think we may have been looking at that similar site because there was one site, and I every so often the back of my head was where it's like, I mean, it'd be cool to own at least one. There's a site that like sells figures and anime merch and a lot of that, and some of the things that they have, like one of them are the original like scripts to Bleach, like for
wow.
each episode, and there's some stuff like that where it's like $20 for the script, just because there's so many episodes.
Also,
And like it'd be cool to have. It's all in Japanese,
well,
but
yeah, but
like it'd
still.
just be one of those like neat things to own.
Also,
Yeah.
Right Stuff, get your shit together. They always put weight, but they don't say what it is. Is it pounds? Is it kilograms? Is it
Yeah.
ounces?
Yeah,
God
right.
knows.
What's the height there? 19.69
I know.
inches,
They
centimeters.
used to post it correctly. Now it's not. So that's why I'm thinking like, my guess is it's probably 20 inches tall because there's no way, that's millimeters. Definitely
Shouldn't
not
be centimeters, no.
What centimeters? 2
That would be pretty
inches?
damn small.
Yeah,
So so if we do
19.
18, yeah, 8 inches.
That's dude. No, you're there.
That's about, no, that's not 8 inches.
A little bit more than half a foot, my friend.
You can tell a lot of these guys aren't familiar with 8 inches.
Oh, gee.
Not familiar with a foot. No, but this thing is fucking massive. Also, I wonder how much money they had to pay to put that Canon logo
Yeah,
on
right.
there.
Yeah, that's
Probably
That's
a lot.
all.
Not to mention the Captain America sticker. I will say, as nice as this looks, you're definitely going to want to go over it and get some like darkening into those little grooves to get the
Weather
the
it.
accents and stuff coming
Well, no,
out a little bit
the
better.
thing is, it also lights up too.
oh,
There's
does
your charging
it?
port.
Ooh.
How much is it?
$610.
But I would seriously, I would just take a standard black wash and just get it
We're
into
getting
all
right
those
back to that
seams.
stimmy, my boy.
I know, right? That's literally the first thing I thought. I was like, oh, what can I buy? Like, that's a better.
It's a better model of, but it's not ingrained.
Yeah, it's not the thing. The hard thing is with a lot of figures, and the thing is, it was made in the '80s, so that's pretty similar to what it is. It's not like modern stuff where like the
Right,
faces are
right.
drastically.
Like I was saying too. I mean, it's the bike. You're not there for
Even
the
the
Canada
dash
model.
lights up.
You're looking at the bike, and the bike is nice. And if it only takes a little bit of work to get it to look even better, then that's good.
Yeah, weather it a little bit.
Yeah.
Give it.
Is this the other
Just
model
get
I
the
wanted?
black wash into all the seams and wipe it all down, and it's going to look real nice.
You probably can see it on viewers, but it's a light up Godzilla.
Yes.
I love Godzilla.
They
Dude,
were
would
all-
it be here at the end of the month?
Well, I guess we know where Matt's money's going.
Yeah, but that's all the money for Godzilla. No, but there's a lot of stores to get stuff. I feel like with anime becoming more and more popular in the U.S., especially like Amazon's getting a whole bunch, Netflix is getting a whole bunch. Hulu apparently they always have a whole bunch. They just out of nowhere were like, boom! A couple of years ago they had a whole bunch of anime.
Hulu seems like they have been trying to snipe the licenses for some of the anime that's like new to the States recently.
which is cool to see.
They have a contract with Funimation.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
that's good.
That's why.
I don't think it's a bad thing. It's one of the only things Hulu has going for it right now, so they should do what they can.
I mean, look, you can either pay $8 and have Hulu to watch anime, or you could pay $8 for Funimation to strictly watch the anime, and you won't get fucking ads.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not salty. You are.
Well, to be fair, if I watch on Hulu, their player is 100 times better. But if I watch on Funimation, I don't get it. Their fucking mobile app is great. Their desktop app, fucking shit. Like, terrible. Please sponsor us. I'll say
We'll
whatever
say
they
nicer things if you
Look what you could
sponsor
buy
it.
for $225. Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Collector's Ultra Edition.
Gundam
This man's
Seed, though.
touching his monitor so much.
Gundam Seed is so...
Shut the fuck up. It's Gundam. It's great.
Look, Gundam
No, these-
008 or actually, you know what? I don't remember when this came out. When did Iron Blooded Orphans actually?
That's the newest
don't know.
one.
Gundam's
That came out like
trash.
20.
Gundam
14?
is trash. Ouch. And you call yourself a weeb.
So, anyways,
Muted.
This motherfucker thinks. And just talk real
the thing I'm
loud.
excited for is there's a lot more companies.
Mhm.
I think with people staying.
Wait, lean back a little bit. Bring
What?
the mic with you. Lean
Yeah.
back just.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Then zoom in.
Enhance.
You know, you should eventually
Doesn't
you-
fucking help.
just have like a way to put picture in picture in your
Well, the thing is, once we get a Black Magic
record the
ATM Mini,
feed to the monitor.
Then
you
you
can do
can-
multiple
oh,
inputs.
Ooh,
But I'm
Fancy.
excited because Attack on Titan's on its final
that looks
season,
pretty boss with the
which they have 3
underlighting there.
episodes left, and there's no way they're catching up to the manga in 3 episodes.
No way.
So, but the thing is, they said it's their biggest ever. The company that's in charge of doing their figures and their advertisement line, they said it's the biggest campaign they've ever done.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Well, it's about time. I mean, they've basically had a second iteration of the show that they made in the first place, and now they're finally starting to get like a lot of figures.
well,
it's about
they've
time.
had
Well, I mean, they
some,
have had.
but this
a
is
good
the
handful.
biggest
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
Like, it's huge. Like, they're even on websites. We were looking at it. It's like the base figures, like the regular line of their high end figures was $400. They went all the way up to like $850. Which, to be fair, if you've been a fan of Attack on Titan for when did that come out? That came out when I was working at Office Max. That had to be back like in
It was a while ago.
2013, 14.
maybe 2012.
No, not that long.
Well, maybe not in America, but it might have been originally produced then.
No, it was still simul dubbing at that point.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot that was one of the simulcasts for a while.
April 7th, 2013.
Whoa.
That was close.
Yeah, so I mean, it's been out for 8 years
Yeah.
at this point. So really, fans have wanted something and never bought anything. Like in the same way, like when I started buying figures, I really like the show. The Blu-ray is nice, but having a figure is even better because it's something you can just look at and be like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, you don't have to sit down and watch it. You can just have it on a shelf. It's a nice
And then
piece.
with manga, it's nice because you always go back and read it. You know, even though you know what happens, just seeing the panels, reading it in again.
I still read through my FLCL omnibus like every month. It's nice to have paper.
Disappointing sequel I think I've had in a while.
I actually didn't watch the sequel because the original manga is fine on its own.
I would like to introduce to you Eureka 7 Astrolotion. I think even Bones said we fucked up, which is why they never did anything with that portion of the universe ever again.
Whoops.
They went back and did like a redive of the original.
It's too bad because, I mean, like the original FLCL, all the music, everything about it. I mean, it is nostalgia for a lot of people. It reminds a lot of us of some of our, junior high school experiences. It's amazing how similar a lot of Japanese versus American experiences are actually, considering that our cultures were so different for so long.
I think especially someone who hasn't watched anime like week by week, that's not like on a streaming site. Like if you've only used like Netflix or Crunchyroll or anything like that to watch anime, I feel like there should be those people that take 1 week and like watch anime on Toonami on a Saturday, like just to get kind of what it was like for us, because we didn't have like Crunchyroll or anything like that.
If you
from
wanted to
daytime
rewatch
television, or we were bust.
Well, the thing is, like,
basically.
if you didn't see it then, you had to go on YouTube and watch Haruhi Suzumiya,
Dude,
episode 1, part 1, Spanish dub, French sub.
Yeah, I was lucky in that my dad worked for one of the first DVR companies that ever existed in the States. And so I just was able to record all of that shit at midnight, no problem. Just was
born
nice.
in the 40s?
Thanks,
I always love giving
man.
people
Thank
shit
you.
when they say like DVR, VHS.
TiVo.
Yeah.
How many people still have TiVo?
Got the
That's a good
Hoppa.
question.
But it's watching anime like on a Saturday, like specifically like on Toonami.
Oh yeah,
it's an experience.
It hits different.
I will say.
Okay, calm down.
I will say like
it
you can get
unique, but
you can kind of virtually recreate the experience on YouTube now. You can kind of just like watch your shows and then throw on some of their random promos, and you'll get a pretty good idea of how it felt.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
No, of course not.
Even Toonami today isn't the same.
The problem
It
with
hasn't been since it went
shows
to
and streaming
Adult
is
Swim.
a lot of the time when they were supposed to be a commercial break, the way they do the story or the way they film it is when the commercial breaks happen, they do a heavy hitting thing. So when it fades to black on your screen and it should be a commercial, but it just opens up again to the next scene.
Still works
You're
in the
supposed to
presentation.
take that minute to think about what happened. Like, oh shit, what just happened? So the next scene has more emotion, which is why I feel like some anime now people say doesn't have quite the same emotion to it.
The same impact or whatever.
Because you'll notice a lot. There's like a big impactful moment right before where there's supposed to be a commercial break, but when you go right into the next scene, there's not as much.
I think there's just certain shows that there's one show currently that is one of the few times where something was happening and I had to pause it and walk away because I was like, this is too much right now. And it's the last episode of Horimiya that came out. There was a couple scenes there where it's like, the main character, Hori, she may have a slight like dom fetish. She wants to be
not slight. She does. She gets hit and she's like,
oh boy.
Yeah, there's literally like a, hey, why don't you hit me, please? And he like is super like non-combative, and so he tries his best. But there's a couple of those moments, especially with like other people like walk into the picture and you're like, oh, this is kind of cringe, but like really hilarious. I'm gonna take a moment.
A little bit of masochism, huh?
Yeah. Like, the two schoolgirls are walking away like, I can't believe he treats her like that, and
What?
then it peers over to her face, and she's like in pure ecstasy, and it's like, okay.
Some of these, Jesus, some of these figures.
Dude,
All
look
right.
at these Berserk figures that are $1,500.
Good Lord.
That is
All
your
right,
whole
boys.
stimulus check.
It's getting kind of warm in here.
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
think
A little overheated.
It's getting
hot. I think we should probably call it a day.
You mean a
Lots of
night?
recording.
Call it a night. Call it a day. Whatever you want. Henry.
My day's only getting started. I got so much wanking to do.
Oh, God.
It's whacking
And on that note, thanks for tuning in.
Hey, if you stayed this long, type wank job down in the comments.
Wank job.
Thank you.
Bye.